Hi everyone, it's me Lubna again. Today is Tuesday, November 15th, 2022, and I just got home from class again. This morning from 8 a.m. to around 9:50 a.m. I had another microbiology workshop, just as I do most Tuesday mornings, and then I had two pathology lectures from 10 a.m. to 10:50 and then from 11 a.m. to 11:50, and now I'm here. I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this video, but let's see just where my thoughts go. I guess I'll talk about the fact that yesterday I was kind of complaining after I finished my exam. I was a little bit feeling disheartened by the fact that sometimes I study so hard and I still can't retain everything. I feel like I'm not that great at multiple choice exams, and that's something I really need to fix if I want to become a doctor, since all of our assessments and all of the hoops that we have to jump through involve taking multiple choice exams, such as the board exams, which are a very important part of getting licensed to become a physician in the United States. So to amend what I said yesterday about wishing that I could have a simpler life, well, first of all, nobody's life is simple, no matter what profession you have. Even artists and writers and people who do jobs that might be considered glamorous, such as actresses and actors, we all have our own difficulties, and everyone has their own set of challenges that are unique to whatever their path in life is, and we can't really judge people based on what their label is just from a preconceived notion. So I need to work on that myself, as I observed from my video yesterday. I need to be more understanding that everyone has their own unique set of challenges. So I also need to work on what I was looking at yesterday as kind of complaining that I have so much to study and it never pays off, and I wish I could just be an artist. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the position that has been assigned to me, namely that of being a medical student, and I'm gonna accept it, and I'm going to make the best of it and do it to the best of my ability. And think of it almost as though I don't have a choice, and this is what has been given to me, so I need to do my best, do my very best with what I have. And I have this book from Barnes & Noble's. It's called Pocketbook of Inspirational Verse. I bought it a few weeks ago in Barnes & Noble's in New York, and there was one specific poem. Let me see if I can find it. It was about work. Basically what it was saying was about how we should view our work as a blessing and something that we should look forward to and do cheerfully, rather than something that is dreadful and something that just burdens us. So let me read that poem really quickly. It's pretty short, and it's by Henry Van Dyke, and the title is Work. Let me but do my work from day to day, in field or forest, at the desk or loom, in roaring marketplace or tranquil room. Let me but find it in my heart to say, when vagrant wishes beckon me astray, this is my work, my blessing, not my doom. Of all who live, I am the one by whom this work can be best done in the right way. Then shall I see it not too great nor small, to suit my spirit and to prove my powers. Then shall I cheerful greet the laboring hours, and cheerful turn, when the long shadows fall, at eventide, to play and love and rest, because I know for me my work is best. And I love this book, by the way. It really inspires me. There's topics about everything, encouragement, joy, inspiration, work, a lot of different poems on those topics, and faith. And it cheers me up whenever I feel a little bit discouraged or down. But what I wanted to say is that I and a lot of other people, I'm sure, might need to hear this message. We need to start viewing our work as something that's a blessing for us. Especially for me, I've noticed that when I don't have anything to do, such as when I'm on a break and I'm having too much fun. I know it's I shouldn't feel guilty for doing fun things. I mean, I think like spending quality time with friends and people is also very productive, and that's also considered work because you're putting work into your relationships and cultivating friendships and memories with other people. But what I'm trying to say is that like sometimes I feel like when I don't have a task to do that will benefit others, that will serve others, or add something to the world, I feel like a little bit empty. And then, for example, when I'm on break from school, such as this past summer, I felt like I wanted to be at school, I wanted to be in class. And that made me all the more grateful when classes like did start in August. I was trying to go to every single lecture in person, and I was being a very good student. But then there came a point in that first quarter, this fall quarter, after we had started our classes, a few weeks in, where I started to get overwhelmed, just as I'm sure a lot of my classmates did. And it's because we have so many exams and so many assignments, so much to study all the time. But what I did is I reminded myself of how I felt over the summer when I didn't have class. I wanted to go to class. I wanted to have some work to do. I wanted to have a chance to prove my abilities and like test myself and improve my knowledge, because like working, it doesn't just improve your knowledge. It doesn't just make you smart. It also builds your character. It helps you cultivate discipline and excellent qualities such as like time management, taking care of yourself, like learning how to take care of yourself while you're also very busy doing a lot of things. And yeah, that's why I think work is important all around. And sometimes I forget that. Like yesterday, whenever I feel like I did badly on an exam, I forget that it's really a blessing. Like no matter how badly I do, I tried my best and I learned something, even if it's something small. Even if it's not like, even if I didn't master the material, at least I learned something by failing. Failure is also a way to learn. But the lesson I want to teach myself, and hopefully anybody else who's watching this video, is the fact that work is not a burden. Work should be treated as a privilege, and there are many people out there who can't do the work that we do, maybe because they have physical limitations, or they don't have the money to achieve like the education that they want in order to get the job that they dream of. Like I'm very lucky that I can go to medical school, and it's mostly because of my mom, who also is a doctor and who has funded me all throughout my life, all of my education and all of the materials and everything I need. And she always provided me with the knowledge and the advice that I needed in every step of the way. So I encourage you to look upon your work, whether it be just, even being at home, staying with your children. If you're a stay-at-home mom, that's work. That's hard work, like being a stay-at-home mom. And even whether you're that, or if you're like the president or a doctor or lawyer or engineer, all of those involve, even working at a fast food restaurant or as a retail person, everything, it has its own set of challenges and it's work. But just remember that whatever you do is contributing to building a good character. And if you look at it that way, if you think of the benefits and think of it as a blessing, then it will be a blessing. That's all I wanted to say for today, and I'm gonna have to go back to class. I hope that wasn't a very rambly message again. I just speak from my heart without a script. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to class after I eat something, so I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.